The Business of the Year award is given to an established member of the Kenosha Area Business Alliance or the Kenosha Area Chamber of Commerce that has demonstrated longevity and outstanding commitment to its customers and employees, a history of innovation, as well as a record of community involvement. We are proud to present the 2012 Business of the Year award to Allied Plastics. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. This phrase seems to sum up the overall approach Allied Plastics has taken to building the company since its humble beginnings in 1995. Headquartered on 13 acres in Twin Lakes, Allied Plastics is proud to have weathered the recent downturn in the economy well. In fact, they have come out of it stronger than ever due to some calculated risks they took at the time. In the past 4 years, Allied Plastics has reinvested heavily into its facility and equipment and has diversified its product offerings, resulting in the addition of major new clients, including Case New Holland and John Deere. Allied Plastics is a full-service, custom thermoforming manufacturer specializing in vacuum forming, twin sheet, and pressure forming medium to heavy gauge plastic parts. The company manufactures and sells products primarily to the agricultural industry and creates custom products and reusable packaging for a wide variety of industries, including the automotive, transportation, food service, health and beauty, and recreational industries. Allied Plastics was founded in 1995 in a 10,000 square foot building with a single 3-station rotary machine. In the past 2 decades, the company has expanded and remodeled extensively, including the addition of 25,000 square feet in 2007 and expanding its administrative offices and adding a sales showroom and conference area in 2010. Last year, they purchased a 46,000 square foot warehouse space in Genoa City, and they are currently constructing a 12,500 square foot cold storage building for raw material storage. The decision to venture investment has been a net gain for them. Sales went up $15 million annually since 2009, and in that same time frame, they've added almost 100 people, making it one of the largest employers in western Kenosha County.
17 years ago when Steve and I started here, we both had lived about an hour and a half north of the facility, and the days were long and it was tiring. We eventually said enough was enough as far as commuting, and we had cots here at the plant. So our competition really had a hard time with that because we would literally sell parts during the day, and at night Steve and I would be out on the shop floor manufacturing those parts.
Okay, the first step we do when a customer comes to us, we'll do a 2D drawing. After approval of the customer, we'll do is make a 3D model. After the 3D model is done, then we'll actually cut a wood pattern and run prototypes. Now we are in the wood pattern stage. What our pattern maker is going to be doing is drilling vacuum holes, getting it ready to run prototype samples. What you see above me is the wood pattern. From that, what we do is run prototype samples. We'll run up to about 6 samples, give it to the customer for final approval before we get the hard tool made. After approval of the wood pattern, what we do next is get a permanent aluminum mold made. Then we go in full production. After we're done forming the parts, after it's cured, the next step is going through a robotic cell. They'll take a part, load it on our CNC fixture. Part will actually rotate, trim the part completely. They'll take that part, goes over here in the secondary where we do the assembly. They trim everything, then it goes totally on a returnable packaging.
I think the thing that I'm most proud of is our people. Our employees have been so loyal and dedicated. They really take pride in everything they do here, whether it's the cleanliness of the shop or the quality product that they produce each and every day, always striving to find ways to do things better. We really have a great group of people and really thank them for all their efforts over the past 17 years.
The culture here at Allied is very teamwork driven. You know, there's no one person that makes all the decisions. Ideas are continually bounced off different departments and people. Tim and Steve have an open door policy. If there's any ideas, problems for improvement, they are more than willing to hear any ideas any of us have.
Yeah, one of my favorite parts working at Allied is the diverse products we run. It keeps it fun, keeps it interesting. And one example is this hockey goal blocker. It's like a training aid for shooters in hockey. And actually my brother and myself came up with this product just from working at Allied, seeing the the different products that we make and the different plastics, we came up with this idea. And thanks to Tim and Steve, they've been very supportive with us in helping us launch this program, and we actually run this through Allied, and it's been successful for us, so that's been a great benefit.
I think Allied Plastics is so successful because they're able to attract quality employees. They provide excellent training, a great work environment, and they're able to retain those employees. They have very low turnover.
I think Allied's successful because of our can-do attitude, our willingness to do whatever it takes to get the job done. It's always been kind of our motto, our philosophy that we operate by, and we've instilled that with all of our employees on the shop floor. That and our quality customer service and quality products that we provide really keys why we're so successful.
Yeah, Allied Plastics is a real success story. They started off back in 1995, both had experience in this industry, thought they could do it better, and went out on their own. Needed some help along the way, had some partners, had a good bank, I like to think, and things have really gone well for them. A lot of hard work and dedication on their part. They've grown. In the 10 years I've banked them or worked with them, I've seen their sales triple, almost triple, up to $20+ million. And looks like there's really no end in sight.
Working with Tim and Steve, it's easy. Their drive to succeed is much like what we look for in our customer base. They are honest people to work with. We do a lot of business, and you can trust what they say. They're honest people. They say, this is what I'm going to do, Kurt. And not that we always agree, but we always get the job done. And we've done a lot of projects together because of their willingness to invest in their business, take the risks, and be set to take the next step and become more diverse.
Tim and Steve have done a really good job in handling their growth over the last 10 years. They've had a lot of opportunities, and that has forced them to make some very difficult decisions, both regarding when to grow, when to buy new equipment, when to expand their facilities, and also to look at their customer relationships and make sure that they were working with those that were going to feed that growth pattern for them. And they've done a very good job in balancing all of those aspects so that they could continue to grow and serve their new customers as well as their existing customers.